Just give me a minute. Alexa, stop.
Pure Wash Electronic Seat by Kohler. Wish everything was this intelligent.
Hi, I took more than 300 interviews when I worked for Facebook. 80% of people I interviewed for problem solving failed the interview. 90% of people I interviewed for system design failed the interview. If you want to learn why people fail interviews, what to learn, where to learn it.
Okay. So, hello everyone. So, let's start today's live. So, I hope you can, hear me properly. And in our last episode one, we have done this. You can see, it's a mind zen fountain. So, we have done the base layer as well as, we have given some defocused background in the episode one. And in episode two, we are going to focus more on the bamboo side. We are going to draw that and also we'll start the painting. So let's start doing that quickly in the episode two. So just, let me share my canvas. Okay, so let's start doing that. So this is our top part and this one is bottom part. And we'll start with the angular bamboo here. And, if you remember the original painting, so I have pencil. You can use chalk also. So let's use chalk first. So, that angular bamboo, we can, start from here and ensure it is, corner is ending at the mid of the canvas. Somewhere, you can, because in this way, water flow will be, because that water flow is going to be slightly angular, like parabola, half parabola. So ensure it is, somewhat near to the mid, mid of the canvas like this. So let me start drawing that. Okay, this is the, okay, 1 second. Yeah. And keep the, width of this bamboo according to canvas. So I'm keeping almost 2 inches. Okay, just let me set that. Okay. Now this is a exactly bamboo. Water flow should come like this. Okay. Because we have to do a lot of work there, that related to flow, although it is a smaller canvas, but we have to do like this. Now, from here to here, we'll draw the parabola, parabola. So that will be slightly, you can start with the dotted, or if you have a pencil, you can use pencil also. But ensure you're using, dotted portion like this and like this in this way. Yeah. So this is our parabola. Yeah. You can remove this. And slightly you can, reduce the side because exactly parabola is not required. It is a cut, natural cut. So just reduce its, width of that. 1 second. Yeah. So in this way, this parabola is done. So that is the first bamboo. And from here, water flow will be like this. It will not be straight line. It will be a parabola only. And from here, uh, ensure you are properly measuring and then accordingly are doing it, because we have to accommodate one small candle also. So ensure this framing size, although it's a small canvas, so framing will not be exactly the wall framing. So we have to leave at least half inches, 1 inch you can leave it. Then accordingly you plan the space for the candle will somewhat, it will be round, candle will come here like this. Okay. And from candle we have to just draw the one bamboo, that's all. Okay, that is also rough sketch we are doing it. And keep its width slightly small, 1.5 inch. This was 2 inch. This one you can reduce slightly. Thin bamboo you can keep it, and then draw. So everything is according to canvas. So this is bamboo, but bamboo never comes in the straight line, right? So now we'll slightly, uh, identify the cut. So here we'll put one cut and one more cut here. And wherever bamboo's cut is there, right there, from there, while doing the brush stroke only, you can slightly give the curve. See, chalk, everything drawing is not required. But just remember, it will never be the straight line. Okay, so slightly make it curve, and from here to here. And while doing the brush stroke also, you can do that. But I am showing you here. And here, ensure one cut is enough. Same thing. Bamboo never comes in the straight line, so slightly curve. While doing the brush stroke also, you can do that. Okay, slightly curvy. You can make it. Okay. And here this circular candle will come, spa candle. And I'm just giving you rough idea, although I'm drawing it, but just to give you an idea. And here the flame will come. Okay. And top of here, we have to leave the space for framing, half inches or 1 inch at least. And then we have to put the pebble. Okay. So keep the bottom pebble slightly bigger than the other one, and that is a oval shape. Okay. Oval pebble like this. These pebble represent the balance, especially in the Zen terminology. Pebbles represent the balance of mind. And here one more slightly smaller pebble. This is a pebble. And flower, flower will come. Although I will draw it, but that directly we'll give it from the flower represent the refreshment. So that spa flowers comes. Okay. And your water flow directly from brush, we have to do it. But I am just giving you, an idea why we are, measuring it. Because everything should come in the flow. Flow in the sense, here we have to, when water is, coming here in the background, these waves will come, right? So for that, we have to give the certain space. So yeah, now everything is fine. So this drawing is done. This is sufficient. Now start, painting it. So we'll start painting it. So let's, start doing the painting. Second. Okay. So let's start with the darker shade of the, green and round brush. You can mix slightly black on this. Black is not there, no issue. We can use, burnt sienna or any darker shade along with that. because we want to make it slightly darker shade of the base layer, which is, bamboo's base layer. It's losing balance. 1 second. So use the angular brush. So I have, this is the angular brush. This is the angular, you can see slightly, angle will be there. These two shades, we are just going to paint the bamboo. So mix these two shades. So it will make a slightly darker base layer of the bamboo. You see it is a green only, but it is more towards a, that darker side, darker sap green. So it become, okay. You can mix entire color only because we have two bamboos here. So we have to give the base layer for both the bamboos. So now start, painting it. So we'll start with the angular first. And slightly you start with the curve only. So then we don't need to spend time on, giving the angle there. And leave that midsection because there we'll give a different shade. No need to color it. So in this way, we can cover the base layer of first bamboo. Now start with the second one. Okay. Again color it. Sometimes chalk also comes into the color, but no issue. It's a base layer only, so no problem. Okay. If you think like angular brush is not a good choice, then you can switch to the round brush also, because canvas is small, so even round brush is also fine, because it is getting disturbed. It's slightly thicker. I'll take one small brush. 1 second. Or the light angular. 1 second. Okay, this is done. Okay, this is done. Now next one is this. Okay. So we are just covering the base layer, the bamboo. This brush is giving me trouble because it's a smaller canvas, so I'll take a smaller size one. Now it is fine. So wherever chalk is there, right, slightly can use some more color because it will quickly dry. And you can turn the canvas like this. And just cover it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. So you can overwrite whatever you have drawn because I already told you that was just for reference. To give you reference, basically bamboo and that position is properly required. Rest is just for measurement. You can overwrite that flower etc which we have drawn, and If plus minus is there, nothing to worry because it's a acrylic, you can override anytime. So just override that. Yeah, this is fine. See, for the smaller canvas, use a size 1 or 2 only. Because, recently only started painting in the smaller canvas. Then I realized most of the brushes I have it, that is for the bigger canvas only. So I am using size 1, 2, etc. So this is a base layer is done. Okay. Just wash the brush. Now just take some Bansiana and white. So if you see the bamboos inside, that will be lighter brownish, brownish shade. So we have to paint according to that. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So just cover it. So because there are chances of mixing, but no issue. You just, do like this. That should be fine. Make it, slightly lighter shade. Sorry, darker shade because inside it will look slightly darker. This is done. Now just take a slightly darker burnt sienna and make it, slightly darker at the corners. I've taken some green also to give that darker look. Okay. Rest we can adjust in the next layer. Let it dry. And now here in this background, we are slightly going to give a, defocus because we have to draw the mist also. Slightly few bamboos, bamboos impression, not exactly. We are not going to paint like, the way we have done it. Here we will just, take the existing green only, what we have used, and we'll just, give the impression of bamboos. Vertical, you can just put some, vertical strokes, and you can use slightly burnt sienna also along with green. So vertical, no bamboos. Okay. 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 Now just try this also. Now we are going to draw some leaves, bamboo leaves in the background. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the sap green only, and I already have a burnt sienna. So now I will take some angular brush. I'll see, because it's a small canvas. Let's mix some, burnt sienna along with green. So we'll give the first layer of the leaves. So let's, turn the canvas upside down. And because we have to give the stroke like this, and this is an angular brush. So in the angular brush, we'll give leaf like this. See, I am doing like this. That's the reason, we are using the angular brush. So again, we are going to give the, impression of the leaves. It will look like real only, but let's, continue some first layer, base layer like this. And some here also. Use burnt sienna also, separately. So it will give some brownish shade that will represent the dried leaves. You know, like this. Okay. Yeah, like this. Now just to dry this layer quickly. Now I will give some brighter layer on top of that. So I'm going to use this, light green. You can make it using the turquoise, last painting, if you remember, turquoise green with yellow. If you'll mix it, so this will come. So to save the time, I keep all those colors ready. And you can just give some stroke, not everywhere. Okay, just take less green and give some light stroke. Remember, we are using dryer. That's the reason it is getting dried quickly. But if you don't have dryer, then you have to wait it for this layer to dry. And here also you can give certain light stroke. And because we have some bamboo here also, 1 second. So here we have to give the defocused, not exactly. So I'll be giving some defocus like episode 1, which we did in that episode, some defocus leaves. You can use some burnt sienna also to give some, dry look also. Along with this is done. Now wash this brush quickly. We are going to draw the shades of bamboo. So let's, take a size 0 smaller brush only and start with this bamboo, this portion. So what I'm going, I have a plan. See, here candle will be there, so that flame will be there. So that is the last layer, which will give a, illuminated part here. That we'll do it in episode 2. Right now, we are just, giving the different shades for the bamboo and background also. Candle and this water will be the last activity because that is the final one. So that we'll do in the episode 3. So in today's episode, we'll complete the bamboo part and we'll start with the this bamboo. So let's, take some burnt sienna along with, slightly green only. Give some background here, some lighter shade because initially we put some darker shade of the bamboo. Just give this. Now on top of that, let's, take some white along with the light green. Just mix it and give that, shade of top layer of the bamboo like this. Okay. Same we have to do it in the front portion also. Okay. Okay, like this. If you think like, if it is somewhere it may be too much, you can take again and overwrite that because I felt like, I did overuse that. So you can take somewhere burnt sienna also because that also shades of the bamboos, that comes. Okay. So in this way, and final layer, you can just give some bright side that is with white. That is basically a reflection of sunlight or anything, the top portion. So with this part, this particular portion is almost, done. Now we have this bottom portion. But before that, I want to complete the joint. I want to show the joint part. So joint basically for bamboo comes with the light burnt sienna, you know. So I'm using the same brush and I will, give this like this. I'll fill the first layer of this. Then I will use some green. Okay. And I will give the side of this. Okay. And I will spread this green like this. Okay. Somewhere it comes as a white also, somewhere it's not compulsory. So, but what I have, seen mostly it will be a burnt sienna or brownish, So same I am applying here. You can apply the same technique in other area also. Here we haven't given shade at, we'll do it. Just do like this. And same technique you do it here also. Take a light green along with white and just use some water and give that final shade. use a brighter, because in this way bamboo will not look dull. Brighter green. Fresh bamboo it is. See, like this. Yeah. Use it here also, but remember anyway, we'll override that part later with the illumination of the candle. So that will come, and use some water. Okay, like this. Okay. And top layer will be always the lighter white. That we can do it in next session also, but for the time being, bamboo part is almost completed. Here also you can give some light shades in this bamboo also. On top of that, just give some light strokes. Yeah. And this vertical bamboo also we have, although it is a dull defocus, and top of that mist will come, but at least that part we have to give it, that section. So you can use it random, don't give it at the same place. We have tried to represent 3 bamboo, give it in different different places, just for representation, and use some shades for this also to differentiate, like this. So it will highlight the bamboo part. It will look like 3 bamboos are there. Now it is coming. Anyway, top of that we have to do the mist, etc. So those shades will anyway it will become dull, because on top of that we are going to display the mist. So for today's part we have almost done actually. In next episode 3 we'll try to complete this pebble. But what I'll suggest, just to save time, what I'll do in this pebble part, especially this, I will put the first layer, which is basically a black. So we have to just put the first layer black, and here also first layer will be orange. Okay, let's do it in episode 3 only. Just, not to get confused. And just try this. So with this, episode 2 is completed. Although I was expecting, this bamboo part also, but not a issue. Okay, give me a second. So let's see, how it is coming up. So it seems fine, it seems fine. And only this top portion, this is just a base layer, base cut of the bamboo. And in episode 3, we will give the highlight as well as water flow and top of that. See, lot of activities, final activities is pending for the episode 3. So we'll see how much we can complete it. Otherwise, we'll, extend that for the episode 4. So thank you so much for joining for today's live streaming. I hope you're learning something, some techniques around that, how to give a, that specific impression about the bamboos and all. So it is not the exactly the realistic painting. It is more about, the original one which I have painted, that was the realistic one, because that is a time consuming. It consumes so many layers. So this is a more towards the impressionism. So that will really help as a beginner. So please do complete this activity, episode 1 and episode 2 both. And let's tune for the episode 3 also in day after tomorrow. So bye-bye. It's not, sorry, day after tomorrow on Friday. So bye-bye. Take care. I'll see you in episode 3. Bye-bye.